Well, hello everyone. It's Bella here from Bella's Crafty Studio, affiliated to RachandBellaCrafts, and I've just popped on just to say I am so thrilled because I've reached 1,500 subscribers, and I just want to thank everybody that has joined my channel and has done a thumbs up and a like and a comment, and I just can't believe that I've managed to get 1,500 subbies. So I had to come on and say thank you, didn't I? So thank you very much. No, I am really thrilled. I didn't notice it straight away, I got to be honest, because I'm so busy house hunting, as you all know, that I missed the big occasion. But I will in the near future be doing a giveaway, but I've got to get my head around that because a lot of coming and going, a lot going on here at the moment. Not that you want to hear all about that. But I thought what I do today, just as a quick aside, Rachel's coming up in a moment. I don't know whether she'll actually come in and say hello to you. She may or may not. But anyway, I'm expecting her at the moment. So what I'm making today, and this was up on my shelf, and Rachel keeps getting it down and saying she's going to make one. And I thought, well, why don't I make one? And all it is, if I just unravel it a minute, and it just sits up on my shelf. I've never cut it up. And it's a snippet roll with paper, lace, material. There, look. And it's quite long. So normally I do it, as you know, with fabrics. But this one, I thought I would show you how I did this one. And really, I was just thinking about this. I want to unravel it all now. You could cut these, but because they're being rolled up, you may have to re-glue some of the pieces of paper. This has been there now for 2 years on my shelf, so it's not done too badly actually, especially with Rachel taking it up and taking it down all the time. So, you know, that's good. So there we are, that's how big it is. And I tie it up with that bit of ribbon here. But what I was going to say was you could actually make these and turn them into pockets. That's just occurred to me this morning. I know we make snippets with them, but these are quite wide. So if you made them sturdy enough, they would make jolly good pockets. And because you're using sort of an eclectic kits and maybe, you know, things like this that I've just dug out of my folders, which I'll show you in a moment, then, you know, you could have quite an eclectic and you could just choose which ones you wanted. So that's just a little thought for you this morning while I came on to say hello and thank everybody and to let everybody know I'm doing okay. I'm feeling cheerful at the moment. I just want to say, not that Roxy Creations watch my channel, because I don't think for a moment that she does, but just go over and say hello to her because she's a bit low at the moment. And we have these moments, don't we? I've had them, I'm sure you've had them. So we've got to bolster each other up, haven't we? And give each other, you know, some help and support. So that's an aside. So this is what I've done. I'm not going to bore you by finding all these papers, which I've already done. So this is the folder I keep my bits of paper in from kits, different pieces of papers and so forth. I haven't got many from kits left now in there, but I keep all the papers that I love in there, and I've just fished out all those. They were in there as well, so that was a good find, because you want bits, don't you, for what I'm going to show you to do. And let me just make sure you're in the middle. And what I did then, I found those, so I'll put those over there in a minute. I've been through my my bits and pieces folder to find some odds and ends to go on the big snippet roll on here, because you'll want all kinds of well, it's up to you really what you put on it. That's material, that's lace, and that's just something from a kit somewhere. And even if you use, this is what I'm going to use, you don't have to cover it all. So, you know, don't worry if there are gaps. If you choose something with some writing on that looks rather nice, then that's okay. So you don't have to cover it all. So what I'm going to do now, I am going to decide on the width I'm going to do them. And I think actually I'm just going to cut these in half. And I've left my cutter over there, so maybe what I'll do, I'll fold them. And this is an old gardening book that I've got, but it's matte, it's not a glossy one. And I think that would make a jolly nice, let's measure it, shall we? A jolly nice pocket depth. Now, I'm going to measure this in centimetres, and that's 10.5 centimetres. I've got a ruler up here, if you just bear with me with it all falling down. I'll measure it in inches. And that is just over 4 inches. So you could say 4 inches is deep enough, really. It just worked out 4 inches on there. And then this length is just over 11.5. And this one is almost 29, over 29.5 centimetres. All right, so that's the measurements. And then what I'll do then, I shall take my ruler and see if I can tear this without what to do. There we go. And then what I do then, I join the two together and I just glue those ends together. And it doesn't matter whether or not they're exact, because I haven't folded that exactly by the look of it. Doesn't matter. You can overlap your, you know, you can put lace on the bottom of it and you can overlap it with anything. It doesn't have to be perfect. This one's got a nice raggedy edge, which I think is absolutely wonderful. But it's up to you. It's yours. Make it make it your own, and do it your way. All right. So that's one to start with. Let me do another one, and then I can glue them together. Let's get the ones with writing on. I picked out 3. That's got a nice lot of writing, so that'll be good. See if I can get it right this time. I obviously didn't take it right to the end. There we are. And find my ruler again. I hope you're all well. The collaboration, by the way, is going beautifully. We had Gail Agostinelli yesterday, and that was absolutely amazing. I knew it would be, because she never lets us down, does she? And if you've never heard of Gail Agostinelli, I think you're obviously very new, because she is famous in our crafting world. Now, that's what I'm going to do then. I'm going to glue that together there. I'm going to put plenty of glue on because we don't want it lifting. I'll lean on that one for now because I don't think I'll be using that. So I'm putting lots of glue on there. Yoo-hoo glue. You can use whatever you like. Just make sure they're straight-ish. Sorry, I'm rocking the table. I got a bit of a rickety table. All right, and then the next one, as you go along then, you just add them piece by piece. So, yes, I hope you are watching the collaboration, because it's been absolutely amazing. So, do you know, it never amazes me that we can learn from somebody all the time, because we're all so different, aren't we? So it's been wonderful just picking up tips and different things from each crafter. There we are. So that's 3. So that's, do you want me to measure that? Well, you can work it out, can't you? It's 29.5 inches, which is going to be less now because I've joined them. So each one then to there now is 11. So we got 3 11s, so that's 33 inches. All right. So I'll give you some idea how long that is. Not quite a yard and not quite a metre. And then I rolled it up like so, like this. So I'm going to start with my scraps. I'm just going to clear my desk a bit now because I'm in a little bit of a muddle on the right hand side here, which you can't see, because I think I would prefer it if my desk was clear so I could just do it flat. So I'll be back in a second. Won't be long. Okay, everybody, I'm back. I've been a little bit busy, so this is the following day now. So I did make a start though off camera last evening, and I've got as far as this. So we'll just carry on, and I'll show you what I did with my other one. And welcome back. Rachel did come over, and I've got some exciting news because she has set me up with a Kofi page. I call it Kofi, she calls it coffee page, coffee shop, you know, where you can sell things, put your kits on, or your physical items, which is what I've done. And which way is the best way for that way? That way, I think. So I'm really pleased. I've had some sales already. She only put it on late last night. And thank you to those ladies that have bought things from my coffee shop last evening. I do appreciate it. It was very kind of you. And my prayer journal went as well. So thank you so much for buying that. I will leave the details to our coffee shop at the bottom, you know, in the information at the bottom of this video. If you'd like to go over and have a browse, that would be nice. Or just follow, because a few people have gone on and just followed the shop. So that was nice as well. So thank you to those. And there was quite a lot went on yesterday, so I won't try and remember all their names, because I might miss somebody out, and I wouldn't want to do that. But you know who you are, and thank you very much. So yes, that was quite exciting. Now I've got to make sure I glue this down well, because when I roll it up, it will come off, and I'd have to re-stick it again. All right. So I've been putting some lace on here, so I think I'll put this one down. Oh, I could leave that, couldn't I? But then I'm not sure about that. So I think, what if I put that there like that? Let's put something else down the bottom. What have we got here? I've got my bits ready. That would be nice there, wouldn't it? I can always go back around the edges with my other glue, the Tombow glue, because it's got a nice pointy edge on it, so I'm not going to worry too much. This is just a demonstration for you to see what I'm doing. Right, that goes down there. And I may stitch this one. I don't think I did stitch the last one, but I was thinking about it after I turned the camera off, and I thought, well, I may stitch rows down here, and that might help to keep it all in place, you know, rather than the glue not keeping it down. So yes, so I've been thinking, so just keep adding whatever you fancy onto there. I don't think that matters which way up that goes, does it? I think I'm going to put it there though. Yeah. Excuse me. Well, we went to see a house yesterday. That was one of the reasons why I didn't finish this video. And it wasn't any good. It was a beautiful house in its day, but the person who was there prior to us didn't take a lot of, didn't look after it very well. So, and the funny thing was, there was no window in the kitchen. Can you believe that in this day and age? When I walked in, I didn't realise after looking at the photographs, but as soon as I went in, you could see, you had to put the light on immediately. Well, I mean, with the electric bills now today, that wouldn't be very good, would it? So I thought, no, and it was huge. It was far too big for, even if my grandson comes with us, you know, it's still going to be too big. It was massive. And there was a tiny little patio at the back of the house that I could put potted plants on, which I didn't mind that, but it was tiny. So I didn't think it was worth the money they were asking, you know, because we are going to rent one. We're not going to buy one because we're too old to get a mortgage. We've always lived in vicarages, well, the rectory it was called in Gavilan, but so we never did buy a house. But I'm sure God has got something special for us. I'm pretty certain. Now, where should we go next? I've done that one. That one's down there. Let's put one of these on, shall we? I haven't taken out, this is rather nice. This one is rather nice. if I straighten that edge up a bit, scissors, I'm looking for scissors. Sorry, didn't mean to bang then. And maybe tear that bit there. I hope you all have a go at this. It's great fun. I'm not going to do it all on camera, obviously, because I'll be here all day. I just wanted to touch base with you and let you know that I'm okay and we're still looking for a house. So those of you that pray, I would appreciate prayers for my husband and I to find a house where we'll be happy, where we can take the things that we love with us, especially my craft room. That's been the biggest hindrance, actually, is finding somewhere for me to craft, because, you know, it's a little business that we've got now, Rachel and I. So I need to craft. I have to craft. Do you want to cover that up, really? Not really. So what have we got? Something pretty. That's pretty, but it's too much like the other one. Where was that? That was down there. I might put just a tiny bit of that. If you don't want the white to show on the side that is the kit, do it away from you. If you don't mind, do it that way. But if you do it that way, this bit here won't be on the top. So there's a little tip for you. And that one can go there. Because sometimes it can be quite annoying, especially if you don't ink. But if you're not fussy, then it doesn't matter. Actually, I have got some white there, but it doesn't show on this. So fortunately, so the first time I ripped that, I obviously didn't pay attention. So never mind, doesn't matter. What can we put there now? I don't want the straight edge on there. See that? Now I'm going away from me now. I'm thinking. It did a bit, but it shouldn't usually. It doesn't usually. I can't put that up that way, so I'm going to have to just chop a bit off there. Excellent. And then I'll put some lace over the top of that in the middle to fill in the gaps. So if you've got any gaps that you want to cover, just use some material or lace and it'll cover it nicely. All right. Thank you all so much for the lovely comments I had on the collaboration video. I was really blown away. It's just been amazing. It's still going on, by the way. I think I mentioned that earlier. So please, I haven't looked to see who's on today, and I haven't caught up with yesterday's because I think the ladies in America or somewhere like that, they go on later than ours. Ours go on very early in the morning, but in UK. But the American ones seem to go on much later, so I haven't caught up with that one yet. So, but I will. I should be watching that late, as soon as I can. What shall I do? Shall I put that there? Yes, let's do that. And then we've got a fair bit then to look at to put some lace on. G. Kerr's video was absolutely amazing. They've all been amazing, but I did actually sit with my mouth open because she did so many amazing things. So if you haven't seen it, go and find G. Kerr on the collaboration. And Gail. Gail's was very informative, a lot of information, I shall say, on it regarding, she was getting ready for her retreats and how she put her kits together to take on a retreat. So that was interesting. I have seen that before because I am a follower of Gail. But it was really interesting, especially for those that are just starting out. And, you can get all your everything together that you want for a journal and just bag it up and have it ready and, away you go. And that's what Gail was showing us. Let's get that straight, otherwise it'll annoy me. And I can either leave that or cut it off. It's entirely up to me. Just get the ends down, because it's the ends that will always come up. Right, let's have a look, see what we can do now with. I've still got all this to do, and I can add to it if I want to. But I've done up to here. So there's the beginning, there's the, as far as I've got, all right? And I've got a big ruler here, let's have a look. So already I've done 16 25 inches already. So that's quite a bit, isn't it? So thinking about pockets I am, so I'm thinking how many pockets. That's quite a few already. So it's a good idea. This is a great idea to make pockets. Now I can see something sticking up there. Just glue it down as you go along, and if that doesn't work, then use your art glitter glue, because that's really good, isn't it? So I've got a bit of lace on there. Let's see what lace I've got here now. I've just taken this out of my goodie box, all right? Or bowl, I should say. That's a bit thick to be rolling up, so bear that in mind when you are, if you're going to roll it up. If you're not, if you're going to cut them up straight away, not a problem at all. And I think I'm going to think about this now, which way I'm going to glue these on, if it's going to be rolled over. All right, put lots of glue down for this. You can never tell, really, can you? I think that's the right way. I'm looking for the shiny bit now of the glue. Took my eye off the ball then, didn't I? No, we're all right. So that piece goes on there very nicely, and it ties in with that and that. So that's rather nice. I've got some netting here. Well, what is it? No, it's foil. It's not netting, it's foil. What would that look nice on top of? Let's have a look. I put that on upside down. It doesn't matter, because you can always cover it, can't you? But I did. I put that on upside down. So let's put that there. I'm quiet today, aren't I? I haven't been out much. Rachel's come in here most days, and we've been planning different things, and we got some great things in the pipeline which I can't discuss because she hasn't given me permission, and I don't want to upset Rachel. But I'm so thrilled about my coffee shop, because Etsy, well, it's just blown itself out of the water, because when I went to post things, I don't know whether it was before Christmas or after Christmas, because I took everything out of the Etsy shop and I just waited for Rachel to do the coffee shop. So everything's gone back up on there now physically. I haven't got kits, Rachel's kits, on my coffee shop, by the way. It's only in Rachel's. So it's Rachel's coffee shop, RachandBellaCrafts. Okay, so go over and follow her if you would like to. And please follow me if you would like to. And also, please like, comment, and if you're not a subby already on this channel, then I would really appreciate you being a subby. Somebody made a lovely comment on Rachel's, one of Rachel's videos. I think it was the one with the glossary. And the lady said she likes to watch them a couple of times. Well, that's a good idea. Come back and watch it a couple of times and see if you like the channel or not. Because we all have our favourites, and we're all busy, that's what I'm trying to say, and we all tend to just go to our favourites. So I thought that was an excellent idea, but we really do appreciate it when you do, you know, subscribe. And as I said before, I am now up to 1,500, which I'm over the moon with. So thank you all very much for that. I think my watch is giving you a bit of glare. I've just realised that. I've noticed that before. Anyway, I'll just glue that little bit of lace down. So there we are. That's as far as I'm going to go. and I'll show you at some point when I find more lace, because this is not what I'm looking for at the minute. There's a little bit of, I've got lace there, material there, lace there, material. So maybe if I push that down like that, maybe I could put, just trying to see which is the right, isn't it difficult? It's really hard to see, isn't it? So there we are. So that's as far as I'm going to go. And I will finish this, and I'll put some pictures on Facebook or something. I might finish it today, so I might put one at the end of this video for you to see it finished. All right. Well, thank you for following along with me, and I hope you'll have a go at this. And as I say, the measurements are on the first part of this video, and they will make fabulous pockets. And the thing is, you can add to them, and you can add flowers or your butterflies, you know, whatever you want. Make them as big as you want, as small as you want. You could even probably get 2 belly bands from this. You could get corner pockets. You could do all sorts with this. So I hope you've enjoyed it, and I hope you'll have a go. So I'm sorry if I'm banging the table. Anyway, take care everybody, and I shall speak to you all soon. Bye for now.